the sun is set. There's still plenty of light in the stadium for this prime time contest. We've waited all day for this one, haven't we, Brock? It's time. Alongside Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. And finally, Brock, we can say it. Football is back. So look at that. We can practice that. Wins and losses don't quite count just yet, partner. But for a lot of people, us included, we are just happy to see games being played once again.
Yeah, it's been a long wait for fans of the sport. It's one thing to have a draft and OTAs. It's another to actually start hitting one another. And I know for these guys on the field, they can't wait to hit somebody else. And it's also the time to fight for roster spots and start shaping your roster for week number 1.
We're just seconds away from getting this one started. And we're underway from Seattle. He's going to field this at the 2. Not a good return. They bring him down just beyond the 10. So out comes first offensive possession. And leading the way is their 4th-year QB.
Well, here it is, Kate. This is a weekly payoff to all the work you do behind the scenes. All those bonus reps as you stick around and try to develop that chemistry. Think Tom Brady and Deion Branch in the mid-2000s, communicating from just glances and subtle nods. That's the type of stuff they're constantly working on to give them an edge right here on game day.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Just getting back to the line, and now they have to figure out a 3rd and 13. He's going to throw this one. On the move, headed right. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
The punt team. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Takes this one at the 40. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So here comes the opening drive. And we'll get a look at a man who's been around the block quite a few times now.
Well, here it is, Kate. This is a weekly payoff to all the work you do behind the scenes. All those bonus reps as you stick around and try to develop that chemistry. Think Tom Brady and Deion Branch in the mid-2000s, communicating from just glances and subtle nods. That's the type of stuff they're constantly working on to give them an edge right here on game day. You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he doesn't find open space. He only finds a defender who makes the stop. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
It's exactly how you draw it up defensively. A 3 and out and a sack on top of it. Create that negative play. Create a little doubt in that quarterback's mind. And offensively, well, that's the worst way to start it. No rhythm, no tempo, and now you give the ball right back to the opponent.
And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
And he'll only drive this forward to around the 26. They managed a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. They bring the tight end in motion. From the gun on 3rd down. a catch. Looks good effort, but still short of the first. He gets 6 on that play. First down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Play action on first down. He lets one fly deep downfield. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. He'll throw it. Caught, nice gain left side. All the way, touchdown, Seattle! 6-0 here in the first. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. Down to a 7-0 lead. The kicking team ready where they run to send it away. Fielded at the 7. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their second drive of the contest. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Going to the ground again on first. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. It's tipped away, and he's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
They'll run for this. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
They go play action on first. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game.
He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down. They're throwing it. Gets himself free. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The Texans set to punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And a well-placed kick here. Not quite on the goal line, but they're pinned deep at their own 10. The Seahawk offense taking the field now. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. They'll start with a give to Harris. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for...
He's got it deep downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the red zone now. Complete out to the right side. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win. And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
That sails over his target, incomplete, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
The 13-year pro still doing what he does as he puts this through. And this one is center shades. Couldn't have hit that much better.
You know, you look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
A poor return there. He only gets to the 15 before he's tackled. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. Throwing now, off play action. Has it downfield, working the left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. Only took him 1 play, partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Looking to the air here. He finds the rookie from Ohio State. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it sets up a Houston first. Receiver in motion, headed right. Connects on the crosser. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 31-yard play. And a 1st down. And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of 1. It's a 10-0 ball game. Back to Seattle after this. Welcome back. Time for our 2nd quarter. Chance to score. Tight end going in motion here. First throw for the backup now. Completed to his running back. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Throwing from the gun here. To the sideline, catch secured. Wow, he made that one look easy for the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete.
Well, you got to have a short memory. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
On 2nd and a few. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. Fight back with their first points of this game. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones surrounding him, and he'll go make that play anyway.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll only get this to about the 17 before they take him down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Another carry for him. And this one doesn't go far. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. With a little too much into this one. That's too high. Brings up 4th down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. He has it at the 33. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And it's going to new set of downs for him at the 38. Throwing it to start this drive. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it's going to be 2nd down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You're not going to last long if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's tackled for a short gain. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up 3rd down. Looking for a throw here. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. The Seahawks offense running out now. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Hits his running back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
And he's brought down after getting this up across the 15. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need one more now on 3rd down. They'll throw it. He has the first over the middle. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. Plowing up the middle. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Sideline throw is incomplete. Should have been intercepted in all reality. Instead, 4th down coming up.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Collects this at the 32. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it's going to be their football coming up. They'll run it from the gun. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. All right, here we go, 2nd down. Running it after the penalty. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? He's dropping back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, you give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their 4th sack of this game credit, because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
So out now comes the punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He has it at the 22. And he gets his guys a before they bring him down on the return. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And it'll be Seahawks football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Dumped off to his running back. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We got 2nd and 15. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Only a yard that time, so now they're left with 3rd and 13. Pass play now. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And over at the start of the red zone. He's tackled right at the 20.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First, he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
Now we get a look at the and I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And in for the Houston touchdown. Now the 2nd time we've had the privilege of calling a touchdown pass to him in this opening half, Brock, and you're starting to get the feeling that he isn't done yet.
Well, but defensively, Kate, you got to do something different. It's kind of like a pitcher who gives up a home run and then a second home run to that same guy. You are not going to give him a pitch to hit, and this defense has got to start taking this receiver away.
Now they'll try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans take a 4-point lead. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. On the goal line. And he only gets to around the 15 before being brought down. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. They're coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Pass play coming here. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Handoff now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. We've got a stoppage here. There's a player out there in some pretty obvious discomfort being worked on. All hopes, of course, that it's nothing serious, especially here in the preseason. Their punter making his way out now. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. Fields this clean at the 30. And he found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. And after the punch, the offense comes out onto the field. And they're going to take over possession. Nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, you're looking at a huge gain.
Oh, he makes the catch. Impressive grab, but he should have let it go. They're going to lose yards. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Setting up a throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. For a timeout, they're 1st and 3. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. On now comes their punter. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. Pulled in at the 20. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. New series coming up following the punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Avoids the sack. He takes it himself. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. Second and 10 now. Short pass brought in. And that will not be enough for a first down. 3rd and just 2 to go. Now looking to throw. Finds the in route complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. To throw here on 1st down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. They are throwing it again. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Dropping back to throw. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. He has it at the 13. And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be their football. The Texans offense getting one final possession before halftime. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Brought in right side. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Throwing from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Offense up to the line fast. And he spikes it just before we hit 0, so they've got a chance now to add 3 here before we break on a long field goal attempt. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This a 50-yard look from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we've reached the half of this preseason opener. Now we'll go coast to coast. Jonathan Coachman standing by in our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Kay, thanks very much. Back to you two in just a moment. The preseason is upon us as these two teams get things rolling. They'll have 2 more games after this to get ready before week 1 comes our way. It'll be here before you know it.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Fielded just shy of the end zone. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Now here's the Houston offense. They've got it first to begin the 3rd. And they really lean on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the 3rd. On 1st down, they'll run. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
Now here he goes.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Hand off on 2nd and short. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
This time it's a passing play. That's completed right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. They'll throw on first. He's on the move. He's running with it. Breaks the tackle, still going. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First down from the red zone. Buys time, rolling, and he will score. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans grow the lead coming out of halftime. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Return starts at the 3. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a one-score game. First and 10, they're going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one does not go far.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball. I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Looking for the back that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Let's see what he can do on the return. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays that followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Time we offered some serious blanket praise for this entire group defensively. The guys up front, they've certainly generated the pressure. Everybody on the back end in coverage, but they're holding down their assignments to delay these throws. This is going to be one tomorrow, one fun tape to watch, because 6 sacks, hard to come by in this league.
Here's a quick pass to the right side. Cup. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now, following that play, we have somebody shaken up. And, man, with so many guys fighting for roster spots, you never want to see someone get hurt. Hopefully they can fix him up quick. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Here's a throw. Sideline throw is incomplete. Should have been intercepted in all reality. Instead, 4th down coming up.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return, and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
And this kick gets past the 20. It's going to reach the 18-yard line before it's touched down. This offense getting all set for this series. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Back to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, good luck sneaking a draw by this defense on 3rd down, Kate. A quicker little run may have brought them a chance to get the 1st down, but with that delay, this defense was all over it.
Seahawks bringing out the punt team. And this effort's going to give them an even half dozen tonight. His work begins at the 31. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. He manages 13 on this punt return. And it's going to be Texans football. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They'll run the counter. And he works his way for a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They give it to him again. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1. Running it now out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. That's a short gain of 1. And it sets up a Houston 1st. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Completed over the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
They've got 1st down from the 31. They'll try and throw it here. Finds his man over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans make it a 3-possession game. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans stretch their lead to 21. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. Here comes their offense out again. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a give on the counter. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. The 30. He's at the 10. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was gonna be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird in the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Or maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, you know, but whatever.
Well, the kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did, and he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks get it back to a 14-point game. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Return starts at the 3. They get to him before that return can amount to much, just beyond the 15-yard line. The Texans back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. That one's incomplete over the middle.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
That one's complete, right side.
Now that is a potential drive killer. Defenders all over that one. Kept him from getting vertical after the catch.
Throwing on 3rd and long. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Ball taken in at the 36. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And it'll be... Back out runs their offense. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they'd welcome the same level of play on this series as well. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Seahawks with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. So now here's 3rd and 5. Back to throw now. Throwing the out route complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Throwing now on 1st down. Completed to his running back. He's on the play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Throw takes him to the sideline, but he gets both feet in with the catch.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Has it down close. It's a Seattle touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth. The defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks chop the lead down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. Short pass brought in. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. Handoff now from the gun. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
3rd and long for him here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Of 11. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to an install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, you call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Now an inside handoff to Harris. Across the 20, continuing to work. And he is all the way ahead to the 13-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. He's going to throw this one. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. He'll throw it. They did it! He made the interception! Has a hole left, room to run. 40. At the 20. And Yeah, no chance of that. He saw a lane to take it from one end zone to the other, and he did just that.
You know, and in that sense, he's no different than a kick returner bringing it out of the end zone. That's why some think DBs make the best return men. They just got that unique way of seeing the field, whether it's on a kickoff or going 100+ for a pick six. Wow.
That one right down the middle. And this game up. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. For their next series, let out on offense by their quarterback. And he has to be happy about his game. We're checking some of the highlights right now that he's made so far. A good showing that's seen him in the zone from time to time. And also he's just seen the field well from his spot in the middle of this offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
He's got it. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And it's going to be their football coming up. This offense ready to get going again now. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the 1st sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They're throwing it. That is caught along the sideline, and he gets the feet down. Wow. So 3rd and 16, no problem for him as they get the 1st.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They'll run here on 1st down. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
Looking to throw. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
He fields it cleanly. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out now comes offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. They're going play action. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. A gain of 27 yards there. And it sets up a Houston first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. A little more work to do to win it here. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. To the air now on 1st and 10. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Setting up to pass. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Now to throw. It is Cup, left side. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. They kick the running back in motion. Caught for big yards on the right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that gives them 1st and goal.
Kate, I've probably seen a million balls thrown in my life, and maybe even more. From the time I was in high school all the way here to the pros, and over all these decades of watching guys throw it, and I'll tell you what, I never get tired of watching a laser like that.
They'll try and punch it in. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
He gets another shot here. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. Still one more in their pocket to use. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. 3rd time's the charm. He gets it again. And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, did they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
The kicking team already forward. They run to send it away. From a couple yards deep, this is going to come out. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Another drive coming up for this offense. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. Finds him over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And he stops the clock, 32 seconds to go. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. He'll look to throw it. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw it. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Throwing now. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Moments away from finalizing their win as they take a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
With the road win. And they're off to a good start in the preseason, Brock. Seen a lot of players fighting together for the victory. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been Sports. It's a win. Say so long from Seattle.